Morning, Dowse.
Morning.
Let's start by going back to last Saturday. A significant day for many reasons, but a magnificent day in many ways as well. I know there was the little bits of crowd issues here and there, but I don't, as far as I'm aware, nobody got hurt or anything, and there was a stupendous atmosphere. For an independent observer, it was an amazing game. You felt afterwards a little bit hard done by, was the expression you used. Do you still feel that now?
Massively, I just thought that I thought I might as well better side. I thought we deserved to get 3 points. I thought a 3-1 it ain't a problem in the game at all. Obviously, even Gavin's made a mistake for the goal, got headed across and scored. I even thought then, because at one point we're going to put some subs on, but it was point we're playing so well. What's the point of putting subs on? The only one we're going to change is Amani, who we had a sub coming on for him when Gavin got himself sent off, so I had to change tact a little bit, to be honest. But I thought, obviously, the send-off's Kilber, as we know. But apart from that, I thought we were outstanding. I really did think we were outstanding. I really thought we miles better. I thought it was a performance of the season. I thought we were excellent with player going forward. I thought we scored. But the only thing is, we said before kick-off when I went to watch them on a Tuesday, we would win a championship because they put good balls in the box off corners and they got a long through in what comes in, and they're good at set players. So watch that. But that's the difference of conceding 2 goals to set players, and the first goal as well, where a bad mistake by my midfielder and they split the 2 centre halves as well to score. So it was definitely a game for the attackers, just like it was against Welling, and we just got to tighten up defensively, which we talked about last night, because we've been playing well lately, last couple of games, but the goals we're conceding, there's no excuse for the goals we're conceding, none at all. Okay, so if we can put it away now and make sure that we'll get them put right for the playoffs, I'm sure we'll be fine. But I thought it was a great performance, but felt hard done by us.
Yeah, you've mentioned practically everything I've got in my notes here, but I'm still going to go over it.
Yeah,
anyway.
Go on, David, you crack on.
You said pretty much straight after having watched Torquay play the Tuesday before that your plan was going to be lure up front and put the ball in the channels for him to run onto, because the fullbacks get up high and don't necessarily get back in time. And it was you were absolutely spot on, and it worked to a T.
You see, because drink doesn't talk, David. I think I had that chat with you in the student bar at 1 o'clock in the morning. I think it was. So when we were
I don't remember.
Okay, I don't remember. Okay. So after a game, I remember talking to you and saying, "So yes, it is." So drink doesn't. So it's
But you were saying this during the first half of the match.
Yeah.
Torquay.
And I'll be going down. You got to get the details right. I thought I got it right on that occasion. Just like I'll let it go down to Truve on Tuesday night. I never got a meeting here about the ground, but that's the second me worries, to be honest. I think I should go down to Truve and watch against Concord, because we got Concord down here. It's great when you can go there and do your details and you watch, and we had a good few, didn't we? And I did think we could get down the channel, with Lua, and that worked. But I did see afterwards, as we remember, the Danis offsets, look at the corners, and we worked on it on the Thursday. But come down here, ball comes in, heads across, go on the line. Ball comes in, Ben Winter standing in the 18-yard box for a couple of minutes on his own, and stuff like that. And instead of getting tight, we've actually, if you ever look on the video, we've got 2 lads around the line, Ferry and I think it's Ola on the line, who don't need to be there, who need to be tight with man. I said last night, whatever happens at the end of the season, when you look at goals scored, space never scores goals. Space, and we're looking at space, start marking men. So my centre halves particularly, and me defensive players off corners and free kicks have got to start marking men. We went through it last night. Hopefully we can put that to bed now and start getting clean sheets again. Keep the attacking force, which we're enjoying at the minute, the last couple of games, and I'm sure we'll be fine. But loads of positives to take. Like we said, it was the 3rd highest attendance ever in the club history in a league game, and that's fantastic. That's great. So the only thing is, I look at it now, and I sort of said to the lads last night, and in my own head, it could be one of the best seasons ever, because for the first time the club, it costs a fortune to run the club, it does. But for the first time in the season, we could be in the black for 25 years, just for this season. It was really great for the club. We've done the cup runs, we have been on television for the first time in a lot of years. We've beat its attendance record as well, if you like. So if we can get promoted, it could be one of the best seasons ever, and stuff like that, from a team that started from scratch. So that's what we're trying to do. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about the team. We haven't got Gavin tomorrow. We haven't got Hodge tomorrow. I'm more bothered with the players that are playing, to be honest. You know what I mean? So we'll let it kick through that,
Yeah. I'm not going to let this go though, because I do want to say how impressed I was that within about 20 minutes of that game starting, you had your whole game plan for the Saturday worked out, by which point I'd just about spotted that they were playing 4-4-2. So this is clearly why you and Pet get the big bucks, obviously.
That's 100%. I've always been like, I've always studied the game. Yeah, I've always been a study of a game, so you got to back yourself to what you want to do. So you sort of like, you get scout reports, and we get good scout reports from people like Liam Davis, and Ian watches it on the laptop as well. But it's nothing better being there. That's why I think I should go down to Truth on Tuesday to make sure I've got all my homework done on Concord. A lot of times you can't watch them, but I've always been a study of a game. So I like having a plan, sticking with a plan, and I'm pleased it worked to a certain extent. But what didn't work was, not picking up off corners and throwing. So and plus how the kid up top split the two centre halves to score. It wasn't so. But like, listen, the only thing is we've played one high on us and have never beaten them. And we've played one lower on us and have never beaten them, and we've knocked both teams out of the FA Cup. So that's what I mean. We could have the most thrilling end as long as we can keep our focus. But on them two games, attackers have come out on top. We just got tightened up because it was conceded 3 scandalous goals against Welling. We scored an unbelievable goal we conceded against Bath City. Then on Saturday, the greatness of the whole game, if we concede goals like that, we've got no chance. They're there to defend, that's what they're there for. Centre halves and full backs, and they're there to defend. If you look at the game, Josh Casey and Cookie were probably one of the best 2 players except for Monty Little. Great, but defend with your centre halves, and the centre halves they didn't do too bad there. And people may say, oh well, Gavin nearly worked for 85 minutes. That's pathetic thing to say. He's got sent off and let us down, which he knows that. He apologised to his teammates. So what more can you do? You've got to move on, don't you?
Yeah. There has been, it would be fair to say, a little bit of criticism about the substitutions. You did mention it earlier, but there are those who are saying that Gehring was a red card waiting to happen.
That's crap, man. That's pathetic. Tell them that's just a free hit. People can complain about me. If I want to see it, because it was in my mind not to play Gavin, to be honest, because of the singing and all that. That was on my mind, and that was on the staff's mind. That's fair enough. But I've had to back the player. And all you do is, they put the ball in the box, so I take Gavin off. If you think that's a stupid thing to say, he didn't have to get himself sent off. He did, but that's me trusting him. So I can take all that, but not that I should be dragging him off, because when the balls come in the box, we need big players to do that. So I think that's a pathetic thing to say. I'll take conceding 3 goals and I'll take whatever, but I think that's a crap thing to say. I think that's a stupid thing to say. Me personally.
Okay, fair enough. My view was that you've got some players, not many, but you've got 1 or 2 that are sort of 7 out of 10 most weeks, 8 out of 10 quite a lot of weeks, and I think we could all name those. You've got some players who are sometimes 6, sometimes 7. Yeah. Now, you'd said, this is a bit long-winded, I apologise, you'd said beforehand that this game would show you who could step up and play in a big atmosphere in front of a big crowd.
Yeah.
It seemed to me that your 6 and 7 out of 10 players became 8 out of 10 players on Saturday. Why are they not 8 out of 10 players more often?
Difficult. I think the FA Cup run's done a lot of that. I have thought about it a lot. You have this big thing, and imagine all these games looking forward to the biggest game in some of their lads' history, Watford and all the rest of it. I do think we had a bit of a little come down the last month because it was this ordinary conference of football. I do think we'll strive in the big games. I do think we'll get the playoffs down here in front of a very passionate crowd, because if crowd are on our side on Saturday, if we can finish second, we'll get promoted. That's what I think, in my opinion. But because players on that table, you just mentioned there, when they have these big games, they're coming at run and all that, and stuff. And we've got some big games at the end of the season. We've got to try to get the points we need to finish second. And obviously everybody else will think we'll get promoted as well. I just think we will. And and I think we've found form again. I do. I think we've we've got the blend right again. And the bottom line is, I thought, if you see 95% of players can play in these big games, it just shows that 1 or 2 maybe proved they can't. That's how it looked to me anyway. But it's certainly performance-wise, I thought it was excellent. So the big games don't worry me at all. Not worry me at all. So I think the thing, the Watford ones, once you get a high like that in football, it's not often the team goes on and goes again. It's not, the record proves that you have a low. But we're starting to come to the exciting time of the season now, where you've got to win matches, and and I think it'll suit our players. I think it suits me as a manager, to be honest. You've got to do your nitty gritties, and we've won against most of the bottom teams, to be honest. We have done. But against the top teams and all that, but I fought against Bath City, we've done very, very well. And I thought Saturday we deserved to win the game, but if you look at it, we only got 2 points out of it, which we deserved more than that. But we didn't deserve to beat Welling, and we'll come back to 3-3 there. It evens itself out. So very exciting time of the season, which I think will come through. I really do.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think they proved beyond all possible doubt that they can play in front of a big atmosphere and a 100%, big crowd.
100%.
let's go back once again to that Tuesday before last Saturday. What did you make of Chelmsford? What have you told the players to expect?
As you know, I think the lad Billy Knock could be suspended. I like what thing. I like their manager, but we're trying to appeal it apparently. Right. The manager's a good lad, really good lad. Really got a lot of time for him. I've known him a lot of years. So we will go into front early. We will be a danger of set players again. So we worked on that last night. We will go back to front quickly like most teams in this league do. So we look forward to a good competitive game. Always competitive. We got beaten a week against East Southwark, so they'll want a reaction. Just like we want a reaction to continue what we're doing on Saturday. They're always in, like, listen, Rod's team's always in the top 2, 3, 4 teams, always are in the playoffs and around that. And we missed out 1 year, but his teams are always there, so he knows what he's doing. And
they, like Torquay, they seem to me to play a very, very rigid 4-4-2. So
4-4-1-1, whatever, you know,
right,
stuff
so
like
that's
that.
what we can expect.
Yeah.
And of course, some of our own old boys coming back. Oh, well, not coming back here because we're going there, but a couple of players that were here.
Isaacs, is it? Isaac.
Ches Isaacs and Matt Young, although Matt wasn't playing that night.
No, Matt Young. I know. So two good players who want to put a point across. I think Matt Young played in the game down here. Isaac went to Dowse, didn't he, when he's transferred up? But obviously two lads who will have affinity with the club and want to do well. You always want to do well against your ex-clubs, don't you?
Sure,
you know?
absolutely.
But two good players.
Yeah. I asked you last week about, do you ever look forward looking at the fixture list thinking, well, if they beat them and they beat them and that's a draw, etc. And I've found myself doing that this week. And like you said you don't do it. I've never done it, but I have done the last couple of days. And I stand to be corrected once again, but I think, provided we don't lose tomorrow, the lowest we can finish is 3rd.
Which is great, yeah.
So...
but we're desperate to finish second.
Yes, of course. But then, if you take it in steps, then that would be a good
step not to lose.
To achieve tomorrow.
100%. No, that's what we'll be going all out, and we know that. We know that. You know, like, you know, we know that we can do that, which would be great. And I would have settled for that. But we just, it's easy to say, it's season, FA Cup runs, challenging Torquay all the way. I've made a few mistakes in all. Like, I've made a few mistakes on players that I'm 1 or 2, but you got to get 2 out of 3 things right, and I think I've done that, to be honest. So the bottom line is we haven't been perfect in this league, but at the start of the season, as I got done in a boardroom, if we can challenge the playoffs and we can have a little bit of a cup run, but we've done that. But it's no good saying I'll not hang on to that. What I've got to hang on to is like saying, listen, let's finish second, let's get 2 passionate crowds down here for the semi-final and try to get the final. I think it'll be 4,000 people down here again on a Sunday, and that's what we've got to do. But you only get that for your home games. People say, oh, well, we're away records better. But I've got a great feeling. I said to the lads last night, when people said to me, why did I want to work in job? The reason I wanted to work in job was I knew I could build a club up. I knew eventually I'll get promoted. And I knew that not many teams could do what we had done on Saturday. Not many teams could, one, get a crowd like that, passionate, build this game up in a conference so fixture by a way with 4,500 people there. That's why I took a working job, because I believe you can go there and you go there again. Now, I'm telling you, if we get to the semi-final, we advertise it as best we can, we'll get another 4,000 people here. They'll want to be on your side. They're actually dying to be on your side. And a crowd like them can be with 12 man massively. So that's why that's the main reason I took the job for. I could have stayed at Hampton Mitchell for the next 10 years. I want to have a challenge. And the bottom line is, this is what I'm here for. We're here to get promoted. Well, we're here to have a right go. We've only got 2 weeks left of the normal season, but let's finish second as quick as we can in all that. If we can't, we'll finish 3rd, but get a home tie to take 1. That's what I'm dying to do.
Sure. Let's move on then.
Yep.
You had a game on Tuesday night. Did you learn anything a bit from that, or?
Not much. I thought some players would have put a bit more in, to be honest. I think they're thinking that season's fizzling out 1 or 2. I thought that would be knowing that Hodgie can't play, knowing that Gavin can't play. I thought a few more would have given it a gun a bit more. But it's a lovely facility across there. 2-0 up, cruising a bit, and come back to 2 as sloppy goals ever. So you do, but the bottom line is we've got to bin it, because I need the players. I need Gavin, I need Hodge, don't I? To the end of the season at least. So the bottom line is, when you get these little things now, it's not as if I can get rid of them all, or I want to. We've got a good set of players there, so whatever happens, one of them may get their chance in the next couple of weeks. So I need all the players till, especially for the next 2 weeks. After that, I'm thinking about maybe dragging Reggie back and Dwayne back and a few back for maybe the last couple of games. And getting them back and forth, but at the minute you need all players. So it's 90 minutes for Kane Fernand got a 90-minute stint. sort of jolly and people like that, and so you know, I've got to use it as our advantage really. But I just thought one or two players would have given it a gun a bit more, because it was like with some of the kids academy lads come on, but I still had a back four, very experienced back four, which conceded them first two goals. So that's the way I look at it.
So tomorrow you've got one enforced change, obviously with Ben Gehring missing out through suspension. I would imagine there won't be too many other changes.
No, not the way I played. Like Gehring's suspended, no problem. So obviously there'll not be too many changes. Hodgie's not available, as you know. No problem either. He wasn't getting in anywhere, Hodgie. So we'll let move forward on that one. So there'll not be too many changes. No, it's a bench field. I've just got to look at the bench, what I can do, because I've got 6 loan signings that I only played 5 around it. So we'll just go have a look at the loan. So I'll be thinking about that today and seeing if Heidi's fit or not and things like that, and Jolly fit or not. Okay, so I'll go have a think about the day, about the bench, the team. Probably nearly enough picks itself, you know.
Yeah. Talking of loan players, Armani this week released by Oxford United. Are you surprised?
Oh, massively surprised. Absolutely massively surprised. I love him down here, to be honest. Depends what league we're in. I think, you know, like, he's been a revelation down here. He's been, you know, I think I was talking to somebody last night, except for Josh Casey, who's been our best player. Is if he had been at the start of the season, he would have been. He's been since he's been playing with us. He's been our best player. He runs games. Ian brought a stat about the idea. 7 games Armani hasn't started. I think it's right. In fact, 7 games Armani hasn't started. We've lost 5. 7 games. I didn't know that. Well, that's a big stat, isn't it?
Yeah.
7 games, 5 of them. Okay. We haven't won since he hasn't started. You know, that's a big factor. One player who actually runs it for us, to be honest. You know, who does. Like, listen, I've got some great players on the board. And everybody's got there, but that's a big blink because we don't lose many games. We don't lose many games, but the 7 we have done, it's 5, and that's a big stat. You know, so that's how well he's done for us. But I'm very surprised he's been released, and we'll help him get a club. If not, if we can get promoted, I will look to try to keep him here. If we're doing, I do think he should stay for us, to be honest. That's my opinion. I can't tell him that, but I will. And I have done. But if I was him in Conference South football, not too things, but he's better than that. But in the Conference, with a few to get him back in the league again, that's the way I look at it. You know.
Yeah. Right. Let's finish off with the last brief thing. I hear you're venturing out into another sport, dragon boat racing.
Yeah,
great. What can you tell me about that?
It's from a hospice. It's on the 19th of May, and Adrian Withers, and you're doing it as well.
I am doing it.
That's right. Can you swim?
Yeah, just
about. Daniel, you're doing it as well, aren't you? So we've got a mob going down in this dragon boat. I haven't got a clue what it is, but you've got on it, and you've got to get across the water. But all the money goes. We'll be getting a link with it on the website. Is that right? All the money goes to hospice. What a nice thing to do and all that. So I think it's about 20 we're doing it. So if you're doing it as well, David, some big units going to be sitting on that boat, isn't it? So
I was waiting for that.
So we've got to make sure that we'll have a great time. But why not? It's for a local hospice as well. Be good fun, and you know. We're very looking forward to it, so it'll be a good crack. So all supporters, we'll get it on the website, and all supporters come down and have a laugh. It should be good.
I can assure you that I've signed up for the laugh, not for the sport.
No, you haven't. No, we're very serious in this camp, and if you don't win us, what's the point of doing it? Okay, so we'll be fine. So
I think we could be the worst dragon boat crew in the history of dragon boat.
Just talk about yourself, David. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. So it's we'll have a good crack, and in fact, the other day when we went out with Torquay after 9 pints in the kebab, I thought we could win it, didn't we? We'll win it. But now in a sober mood, David, we can't. So, but we'll have a good crack, and I think they'll do a great job down there. And I'm sure we'll all go there and enjoy ourselves, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And as you've mentioned already, raising money for the hospice, a cause dear to yourself and to the club and everybody in the working area. Thanks for that. We'll see you tomorrow
Look forward to it.
Chelmsford.
Brilliant. Take care.